today we've got NOTO-san from Nippon Phil Koa, who's come to tell us about the Davao City bypass. So this is an ongoing construction that's that started in Mindanao and is one of the longest road tunnels, or will be one of the longest road tunnels in the Philippines when it's completed. So just as a reminder, you can see the contact us. So if there's anything that you guys want to email to us about memberships, about other things that are going on in the tunneling industry and community in the Philippines, then please do that. Join us through the website and also through Facebook and LinkedIn. So as I said, today we're doing it online today. We were going to try to have a face-to-face as well, but circumstances didn't allow us to do that. You know, we've got NOTO-san here with us in the art office going to present to you guys. So I'll just give a little introduction to NOTO-san. Hopefully. Yeah. Okay. So NOTO-san has been in civil engineering for over 30 years. He's from Kansai University. He specialized in the development of underground space design for many of those years, I think. So, and he's been involved in various projects, including Dalton Pass, East Alternative Road, for tunnels, as well as the Civic Freeport Expressway. So he's got a wealth of knowledge in terms of tunneling in the Philippines, and he's going to talk to us about the city bypass, which is about 2.3 kilometer tunnel, and it's just, as I said before, going through construction just now. So I won't go through about his talk, but that's the flyer that was sent out to you guys. So without any further ado, I'd like to ask NOTO-san to give us a presentation about the Davao bypass. So hand over to you. Stop sharing. Yeah. So you share your screen.
Okay. It's okay?
No, it's fine.
Well, thank you for your introduction and giving this occasion for introduction of the Davao City Bypass construction project. So I would like to introduce the Davao City Bypass construction project. Project description. So Davao City Bypass is one of the projects in build program in Philippines. Improvement of the transport, logistics, and mitigation of congestion in Davao City urban center to contribute to the economic and social development of Mindanao. The bypass tunnel will have an important role to unite the east and west side communities existing and under development, which are currently separated by a mountain. Project objective: hasten interregional transport of goods and service passing through Davao City, reduce transport cost of product to customers, mitigate congestion in the urban center of Davao City, where average travel speed is less than 20 km per hour. As a result, the exhaust gas is also reduced. Provide a more reliable, more efficient, and unimpeded flow of goods and service and support to the growing agro-industrial sector. Manage urbanization in Davao City and its periphery and provide better access to major ports in the Davao Gulf, including Sasa Port in Davao City and the Davao International Container Port in Panama City. And background: the Japan International Cooperation Agency conducted preparatory survey of Southern Mindanao Economic Corridor Improvement, Davao City Bypass Construction Project in 2013 to 2015. The project implementing agency is Department of Public Works and Highway, and the implementation office is Road Management Cluster 1 of Unified Project Management Office. Consultant service, detailed design, and tender assistant has been conducted February 2017 to December 2020. Capacity development of DPWH staff for tunnel operation and maintenance and tender documents, preparation for company of the Davao City Bypass Tunnel started March 2022. Construction supervision package 1-1 started 21st December 2020. And additional, the contractor for construction of package 1-1 is Shimizu UBI and Takenaka joint venture. Budget of project. JICA step loan is applied for project implementation of Davao City Bypass package 1. GOP budget is applied for package 2. Loan agreement number PHP 261, August 2015, 23,906,000,000 Japanese yen, similar 10,628 million peso. Loan agreement number PHP 273, January 2020, 34,830,000,000 Japanese yen, similar 15,890 million Philippine peso. This is the location map of Davao City Bypass. So this is the beginning point of this point is the south point of Maharlika Highway. This is Maharlika Highway. Is one of the main road in Davao. This blue color is package 1 section. Red color, this route is the package 2 section. This is Sasaport. This is Samaro Island near Davao. And this is Davao Airport. The end point is almost the borderline of Davao City and Panabo City. This is Maharlika Highway. Blue route is Davao Bypass. So Davao Bypass is bypass for Maharlika Highway. This diversion road now mainly using diversion road as Maharlika Highway. This is Davao Bukidnon Road. This road is north-south road, north-south regional road in Davao. This section is package 1-1. This section is under construction. Length is 10.7 kilometers. This is the tunnel section. This is package 1-2. Length is 12.8 kilometers. Now we are conducting the procurement for contractor. Also, package 1-3 length is 6.1 kilometers. This section, this package also under procurement, under bidding. Yeah. This is package 2, length is 15.6 kilometers. So the tunnel is including in package 1-1, length is about 2.3 kilometers. And this tunnel will be longest road tunnel in Philippines now. So package 1-1, total length is 10.7 kilometers. 7.99 kilometer is the road section, 0.5 kilometer is the bridge section, 2.3 kilometer is the tunnel section. This is the tunnel section. And this is the west. Now we are calling south portal. This is north portal. This is the project road. This is the topographical and geological condition. This project road is located at the rolling to mountainous terrain, except some limited flat section. It passes under a hill of 210 meters height by a tunnel of 2,280 meters long. This section is package 1-1. This is the tunnel section. This is the mountainous terrain. And the south side of tunnel, so there are Matina River. North side of tunnel, there are Davao River. The geology of tunnel section almost consolidate sandstone or mudstone and soft sand. This is approved restructuring of scope of works. When feasibility study stage, so Davao City bypass planned by two-way traffic. Then we proposed before detailed design, only tunnel shall be constructed, two tunnel. It means only tunnel section changed to 4 lane. So during detailed design stage, ROW for the 4 lanes will already be acquired for the whole stretch. So DPWH decided the construction by 4 lane construction for whole Davao City bypass section. Total length is 45.2 kilometers. So including 2.3 kilometer main tunnel and about 0.4 kilometer cut and cover tunnel in package 1-3. This is the explanation of road and bridge. I will skip. This is the tunnel plan. This is the tunnel typical section. So excavated area is about 90 square meters. And the distance of tunnel center is about 30 meters, southbound and northbound. This is the image of tunnel portal. So as tunnel construction method, we apply NOTO, New Australian Tunneling Method apply. So, and this, as I explained now, so this geology is mudstone or claystone something. So we can apply mechanical excavation, no need of explosion. So after excavation, as construction procedure, after excavation by excavator, then conduct first shotcrete protection, then steel support by steel rib, then second shotcrete, and rock board. This is the general procedure of NOTO. So this table is the standard tunnel structure and support patterns by Japan. So in Japan, we are using this table for design of steel rib or shotcrete and board and invert or lining concrete. So in case of Davao bypass project, so as I explained now, the geology is not hard rock. So we apply the geological class is D1, D2, and D3. This is in case of hard rock, we can apply B class or C1 class. But this condition of geology in Davao City bypass tunnel is soft rock. So we apply D1 and D2. So characteristics is relatively stable or unstable. This is, we can confirm the geological condition near portal from distance from portal is 2.3 kilometer quarry. So this is, we can confirm the geological layer. Now, clay with sand and silt with sand something. But this height is approximately 30 meter. It means almost self-standing. This quarry also, the height is about 40 meters. So we can confirm almost a very stable geology. So in the portal section, so in the design of the portal section, so we apply AGF. AGF means all ground façon as auxiliary method. So steel pipe will installed from tunnel face of portal and length is 12.5 meters and with injection. So protection prepared like that. This is a tunnel section of class D1 and D2. So concrete strength is 25 megapascal, 21 megapascal. Inner radius is about 5 meters, and thickness of lining concrete is 300 millimeter. Thickness of invert is 450 meters, and class D2 thickness of invert is 500 millimeter. So Davao City bypass stone whole section applied invert. This is support design of tunnel support. So the interval of rock bolt is planned per 1 meter. The length of rock bolt is 4 meters. So also, steel rib will be installed each 1 meter. The tunnel need some tunnel facility. So this is the Japanese how to say classification for tunnel class. So in case of sorry. In case of Davao City bypass, length is 2.3 kilometers, and big traffic volume per 1 day is 16,590. So class become A. So we are selecting the tunnel facility level is class A. So facility, as tunnel facility, selected communication system, water supply system, ventilation system, and emergency exit, and electrical facility. This is jet fan for tunnel ventilation. This is tunnel lighting system. This is maintenance work. And this is emergency signal. And this is cross passage. So vehicle cross passage will be planned one location in center of tunnel, and pedestrian cross passage is planned two location inside of tunnel. This is the image of tunnel facility layout at North Portal in tunnel operation center. This is inside of tunnel operation center. This is the image of tunnel operation, tunnel control center. This is tunnel. Here, the area of tunnel operation control center. And toll gate will be installed near Davao River. Because tunnel facility shall be maintained after open of the road, and the budget need for maintenance of tunnel facility. And that's why Davao City bypass tunnel will become toll road. I should explain. So Davao bypass is the bypass of Mahalik Highway. But Mahalik Highway is the national road number 26. It means Davao bypass is the bypass of national road, not expressway, but will become toll road. This is the excavation plan. Excavation started from each portal. So excavation team is now 1, 2, 3, 14 from each portal. This is the sample of excavation machine. sample of photo of excavation machine. This is the construction special equipment for tunnel excavation, tunnel construction. This is excavator. This is side dump shovel. This is dump truck, articulated dump truck, and shotcrete machine. This is drill jump. This is temporary ventilation fan. And this is steel rib by H-beam. In case of Japan, we are applying H-beam as steel rib. And this is waterproofing seat fixing platform. And this is side steel form. This is the actual. Now, contractor applying like that special equipment for tunnel construction. So this is the twin header excavator for tunnel excavation. This is drill jump. And this one also photo of drill jump. And this is the shotcrete machine. And this photo is just starting excavation from portal. This is also actual photo. This is a photo of excavation by excavator. This is tunnel portal. This is H-beam, steel rib by H-beam. This is shotcreting for tunnel face. Now, the tunnel excavation progress is from south portal, northbound is 49.7 kilometers. Southbound is 37.4 kilometers. Sorry, this one. I couldn't mention north portal. The length from north portal is northbound is 168.7 meters. Southbound is 202.7 meters. This is the progress of excavation. This is the photo of excavation tunnel face. So this geology is almost mudstone or clay stone. If this geology almost stable, so we are assuming the basic geology in Davao bypass tunnel is like that. But near portal section is conglomerate or soil condition. So very easy to collapse. This is a photo of mudstone. This is also, this is the silt. This is the photo by a drone from over the portal. This is the photo of south portal, current situation. This is a photo of north portal. This is a very roughly implementation schedule for Davao City bypass. So detailed design started from beginning of 2017 and completed 2019. So construction started for package 1-1. Sorry, package 1-1. Construction started the end of 2020. Now under construction. And regarding package 1-2 and 1-3, detailed design finished the end of 2020, and now under tender assistance, meaning under procurement contractor. So will be started from 2020, but not yet started because not yet selected the contractor yet. That's all. The answer. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Noda-san. That's excellent. Let me just plug this in. So I think we've got a few minutes. We can take some questions and answers. So let me just go to the Q&A. So Noda-san, there's a few questions here in terms of there's a question from Joe Maracchino. So he's watching from his office in Cavite. Thank you, Joe Mar. So Adam Mortimer asked about how do you allow in your design for the possible effects of earthquakes?
Yes, we consider the earthquake or portal wall.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but did you include a sort of a seismic study
Yeah.
of the ground acceleration and you included that in the load cases?
Yeah. No. In case of Philippines, already seismic how to say value decided by area.
Yeah.
So we apply that value.
Right.
To,
Okay.
Yeah. To earthquake design.
Right. Okay.
So just seismic design.
So typical sort of ground accelerations and just zoned for the design of the tunnel lining. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So another question here is similar to RMR. Is there any groundwater control during excavation? So you're doing any grouting control, or especially the portals?
Yeah.
I see that the portals, I think, has an undrained lining design.
No, actually, as auxiliary method, we consider for only portal section.
Right.
But actually, now, example, the tunnel distance of southbound in North Portal around 200 meters. So water will come.
Right.
So we contractor apply the water discharge boring, and now they are proposing the ground improvement grading by Greta.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So you've got some. You're probing ahead to get some ideas of groundwater. If the groundwater is too high, then you'll do some grouting to control that.
Yeah.
Okay. So hopefully that answers your question about that, Rocky Alea. Another question here about from Amelia Villaflores, a question whether or not there's any vehicle or cross passages. I think you mentioned before that there was 2 or 3 cross passages for pedestrians, but any vehicle cross passages?
This cross passage, now I explained the vehicle cross passage is installed the center of tunnel section, but that tunnel, cross passage is for emergency. So we are consider if emergency, the emergency car can through that tunnel, but normal car will not be allowed the crossing that tunnel.
Okay. So it's just a cross passage for emergency or for maintenance vehicles.
Yeah.
And the other cross passages, what sort of spacing are they at? And I assume they're for an incident tunnel, so fire in the tunnel, and then they would allow people to evacuate into the non-incident tunnel. Is that correct?
Yeah. Only pedestrian can be through that crossing passage.
Yeah. Okay.
3 crossing passage. But one is a big crossing passage, but only for emergency car.
Right. Okay.
But pedestrian can be through
Right.
when emergency.
Okay. I think the question also asked about the spacing between them. So how much distance between each of the cross passages?
About 750 meters.
750 meters. Okay. But you also have a walkway on the edge of the
Yes.
tunnel as well.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Another question here about the queue system from Neil. So why was the use of fiber reinforcement not considered in the design? So, using the sort of queue system.
Yeah. How to say? Consider but not apply.
No, okay.
Not apply.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, we applied the steel mesh,
Yes.
just steel mesh and short clip.
Right. Okay.
So not apply the fiber.
Right. So the infill between the steel ribs just now, is that fiber or non-reinforced shotcrete, plain shotcrete, or with a steel mesh? So the steel ribs, and then between the steel ribs, you're putting in infill shotcrete.
Yeah.
Is that
Steel
fiber?
rib and first steel mesh,
Yes.
then short clip, but plain short clip, not apply
Right.
fiber.
Okay. So also a question there about tunnel fiber. So microfibers, polypropylene. Is there any consideration for that for the maybe for the final tunnel line design?
Now, for double tunnel,
Yes.
no.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. So another question here from Anonymous, what the current challenges being faced in the construction of the bypass tunnel? So any particular problems that you're encountering, maybe at the portals, you've got mixture of soils and mixed rock and so on, are there any problems? So I know it's early days, but any key issues that you've come across?
Pardon?
No, the question is about what kind of challenges are being faced during construction just now. So from Peter D.
It means same as short clip.
No, I mean just during any excavation, any convergence, any tunnel deformation, any collapses or any problems?
Actually, now our contractor also, we engineer also considering the tunnel excavation method,
Mhm.
because actually, so in design, we recommend the bench cut method,
Mhm.
but some very stable section,
Yeah.
so contractor can apply the mini bench something.
Oh, okay.
But now tunnel face is not so big,
Right.
so we should consider the arrangement of heavy equipment,
Mhm.
something.
Okay.
So now under considering the tunnel excavation method.
Right. So you started from the very beginning of the portal full face. So you were going in the top heading and bench excavation, or did you do multiple headings at the start?
Start, actually applied mini bench.
Mini bench. Right. Okay.
But now contractor also considering the bench cut or some alternative method
Right. Okay.
for improvement of progress.
Right. Okay. Okay. Thank you. So another question here about the cross passages. Any ground improvement in particular for the cross passages, or not?
No. Now not considered.
Okay.
Now, but not sure the actual condition.
Yes. Okay. So another question, clarification on the cross passages. I think the clarification, Dennis, was about the length of them. I know in Hong Kong, maybe the cross passages are about 100 to 200 meters. These ones are 750 meters between cross passages. I think is that correct?
I'm not sure, but even Japan, if two-way traffic, we will apply like that in Davao.
Yeah.
But now the one-way traffic, and 2 tunnel.
Right.
In case of like that, we apply 750 meters.
Okay. Oh, another probing question here from Ronald, whether or not the Dalton Pass will have a, say, NATA method tunnels. So, jumping to the next project. Notice that.
This is confidential.
Oh, okay.
But that one is a very big mountain.
Yes.
High elevation is over 1 kilometer.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the rock type is slightly different there. So, but anyway.
You also know very.
Yeah, I know. I know. I've been there. I've seen it.
Yeah.
Okay, another question here from Joe Marquino. So maybe this is, the tunnel section. I think you said it was 90 square meters, or is that correct?
Yeah.
And then
how long is the tunnel?
What is the rate of tunneling? So what's your current progress? 1 meter a day? 2 meters a day?
Now actual progress is 50 to 60 meter.
Right.
But 60 meter in months.
50 to 60 meters per month.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because now just construction for total section.
Right. Okay. Okay. So, and then another question here from Anonymous. Any ventilation requirements? So I don't know, maybe that's on the temporary tunneling ventilation versus the ventilation for the permanent design.
It means temporary or permanent.
I don't know. The question could be both. I suppose.
Anyway, we apply the temporary ventilation for construction and permanent also. We apply the jet fan.
Jet fan. So inline jet fans is the preferred method. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. So another anonymous was about fiber shotcrete. So I think that was answered already. So there's a question here from Jason Ocampo about over excavation or soil collapse. What is the solution to avoid that, maybe, or to repair it?
Yeah, for tunnel section, we apply the pouring to tunnel affected 3 meters.
Okay. But are you just going to make up any overbreak or any problems with shotcrete?
Yeah, but this, of course, consider the overbreak, but not so much because just mud, geology mud stone, not like a hard rock.
Yeah. Maybe another question here from Dennis again on what type of road headers are being used. So S200 or S300 inline head or transverse. So what type of road header? So it's the excavator.
Sorry, I'm not sure. I will check and answer.
Okay. We can post that on the website later, Dennis. It's okay. Also, Cynthia is asking whether there's any road drainage inside the tunnel. So
yeah,
I assume there is.
Road now we consider the center drain or groundwater.
Right. Okay.
And side ditch for the discharge of tunnel surface, pavement surface.
Okay. I assume it's all gravity. So there's a high point in the middle of the tunnel, and you gravity drain either way. There's no sumps or anything.
Yeah, because profile is the how to say from portal to profile arrangement is higher point.
Yes.
So the drainage will come to portal.
Yes, correct. Okay, good. Okay, so another question here from Richard Lorito. What was the major driving factor in selecting the NATA method as a tunnel excavation methodology for this tunnel? Was it cost or construction time sequence? What was the main factor? I think it's probably to do with the strength of the rock. So you use a road header.
Sorry.
This question here. Notice that. What was the major driving factor, or what was the reason?
Yeah,
what was
yeah,
the
yeah.
reason for doing
Because as I explained now, that geology is mud, stone, something.
it? Mm-hmm.
It means if not too much water, so very easy to excavate
Mm-hmm.
and no need of blasting.
Mm-hmm.
It means not so expensive and not so difficult.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we apply the NOTO
Right.
by mechanical excavation.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, I agree. It's quite logical. I think
Yeah, yeah.
you've got weak rock, so therefore it's. It's the best way.
But actually, so if the soil become loose,
Mhm.
very difficult to support.
Yeah.
That's why now conducting every 1 meter excavate and support and short rock board.
Yeah.
And like this is one cycle.
Mhm.
But if hard rock, so one cycle is more long, become long. So
Right.
now we are very considering for construction method.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Okay. I hope that answers the question. So another question here about instrumentation and monitoring. So are you doing sort of any instrumentation on maybe groundwater effects, or whether there's any movement in the ground nearby in the portals and so on?
Yeah. And now our monitoring item including environmental matter. So we are monitoring the groundwater and ground settlement.
Yeah.
And
Okay, good. Okay. So one question from me, I think, is, did you have enough ground investigation information and boreholes to come up with a good geological profile along the alignment?
when detailed design stage,
Yes. Yeah.
we conducted the vertical bore
Mhm.
for tunnel portal and some fault location, and conducted the seismic wave prospecting and electrical prospecting.
Right.
We conducted in detail design.
Okay. And is the contractor doing more ground investigation to check and verify?
More contractor conducted the horizontal boring
Right. Okay.
because actually a bit difficult to conduct in Philippines horizontal boring.
Right.
So they brought from Japan horizontal boring machine, and they conducted the horizontal boring about 100 meters. But some point cannot reach to 100 meters.
Okay. Yeah. But you're always having a propel in advance of the face just to check for any problems.
Yeah.
And anticipate and do grouting, as you said earlier.
Yeah.
Before you get it, so you can do some control of the groundwater inflow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Okay. Well, guys, I think that's we've got a few questions that we've answered there, and I hope you guys have found that quite interesting. I'd like to ask everybody to thank Noto-san for the presentation that he's given, and we really enjoyed your presentation, and thank you for the insight of the biggest tunnel and the longest tunnel that is under construction for roads and highways in the Philippines, and thank you very much. So if everybody can show their appreciation by maybe doing some claps or some noise, that would be great. So, but thank you very much, Noto-san.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everybody.
So I just want to also say that just as an announcement for the next talk. So on the 18th of August, we're going to have Jeremy Lee from Heron Connect give us a presentation about the latest developments in shield TBM selection, design of mechanized tunneling. So that will be held in the Elks Club, and we'll have a limited number of people that will be able to attend that because we're in a slightly smaller room. We've got 50 can do that. So first come, first serve, but we'll do a combined live face-to-face and Zoom meeting for that. So we look forward to seeing you guys at that event. And just also another notification about the next set of meetings coming up later in the year. So we've had 3 talks already, and September we still have a to be confirmed. Again, we'd like to go to the Elks Club and have an online combined face-to-face and online meeting. So the slot is still available there for you guys. And the next one in October is Mapea, who's going to talk about soil conditioning for TBMs. And then we have VMT confirmed for a presentation on mechanized tunneling navigation systems in November. And then we have the AGM will be in early December. And we hoping that we can have a keynote presentation if we can. The AGM will form a dinner. So we'll try to sit down and get everybody around to enjoy that event and have a maybe flavor in it, hopefully. So that's the sort of program for the rest of the year. As I say, Iwata-san, I'm sure you're ready to give your presentation. So please, think about that, and we can see whether we can do that in the near future. And certainly a slot available in September. So everybody, thank you for listening, and thank you again, Noto-san, for your excellent talk today, and see you again in August. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you very much.